how to avoid awkward small talk. When you first meet someone at a conference or a vacation party, you might feel a little strange if you launch right into, "What is your favorite knowledge memory?" That said, you do not want to get wedged talking about the fact that it's raining hard ever. At some point, you'll want to hear a person's real story why they chose to go into their current line of work or what they love about being a painter. There is nothing further eye-twitch converting than having to deal with boring chatter with people you just met. But what if I told you you can avoid small talk and have meaningful exchanges rather? Wouldn't it be amazing to skip out on the tired questions of "what do you do?" and "what have you been over to this week?" and cut ahead to the good stuff? Fully ideal. But the trick with avoiding small talk is that you cannot actually dodge it. You just have to change it around on your own. You are going to commandeer that boring discussion, and you are going to change it into commodity delightful and intriguing with your strategic questioning and your thoughtful commentary. What's small talk? Small talk isn't a small thing. It's like a gateway to the discussion. You just need to knock on this door. Stay for the response of other person and see whether they'll invite you in or not. No matter whom you interact with, musketeers or associates. Indeed, office small talk should be light and informal. Generally, it's a brief discussion between you and someone you do know veritably well. You can constantly encounter it at different social events and during networking. Utmost word books define small talk as a short discussion about a non-meaningful content. Still, there are other points of view. While some consider it as useless talk aimed to fill the silence and avoid awkwardness, others see a strategic element in it. That's why small talk is an essential stage of a casual discussion, especially in English-speaking societies. It's no wonder that Americans can fluently conduct small talk with salesmen, non-natives, at the spa, or indeed with hack motorists. In some societies, similar chatting may be perceived as a waste of time. But in the English-speaking world, small talk exchanges are absolutely normal. Small talk isn't only boring, but it also hinders your shot at happiness, wisdom says. But you might be wondering how to avoid small talk, since it seems to finagle its way into every discussion at some point, especially with new people. Fortunately, there are tons of ways to steer clear of face position virgin converse and dive deeper. 1. Try being fully honest. This is not a reason to be mean, but being fully honest can help to refresh your discussion and move on from small talk. Commodity that keeps us wedged in small talk is when we try too hard to be polite. We are so upset about coming through poorly that we end up acting mellow and having shallow virgin converse rather than an intriguing discussion. Try skipping this stage by being honest about who you are and your studies and passions. This can take confidence, but as long as you are regardful, others will generally respond better than you might anticipate. 2. First, ask open, concluded questions. Most people enjoy talking about themselves. Not only are we our favorite subjects, but it's also easier to bandy yourself than commodity you know little about. Suppose about it, would you have a harder time speaking about 14th century glass, blowing, or your favorite book? Open-ended questions induce an intriguing, dynamic discussion and encourage the person you are speaking with to open up. Second, practice active listening. It's tempting to tune out sometimes, but you will forge much stronger connections if you pay attention. The other person will notice how engaged you feel. In addition, it's much easier to ask applicable questions and flashback details to bring up laterally if you are not hearkening with one observance. 3. Reduce anxiety. Wallflowers may approach small talk with anxiety, ranging from slight apprehension to enervating dread. One wallflower told me that he hides in the restroom or cons with his phone to avoid idle chat. To check your anxiety, stay rational and positive. Tell yourself any of the following. The first 4 tips are acclimated from Alan Garner's excellent book. Conversationally speaking, tested new ways to increase your particular and social effectiveness. 4. Talk about family. People are likely to ask you about your family. Discussion starters about family may include: do you have any sisters or sisters? How long have you been with your mate? Where does your family live? Be set for these types of questions and repay by asking others about their families. Engaging in this type of small talk displays your communication chops. It also helps you learn a lot about a person in a short period of time. Although family can be a great discussion starter, use caution when asking about potentially sensitive motives. For illustration, asking someone if they have kitties or plan to have kitties can be delicate if that person is passing infertility. However, still, feel free to ask about them if the other person brings up their children. 5. No way talk about commodity too particular. When you begin a discussion, you know nearly nothing about the person. That's why an author, speaker, and blogger Gretchen Rubin suggests choosing motives common to both speakers. The interdicted motives are the person's health, religion, and political views. The stylish subjects are weather, sports, shows and pictures, art, your position or venue, food or cuisine, hobbies, professional interests and liabilities. Just keep your drooling light and ask questions about the interests, job, or surroundings. 6. Put away your phone. How to do small talk in the stylish way. Make the person feel important. In fact, there's nothing further prickly than speaking with someone who's regularly checking their phone. Generally, people pull out their cells when they are feeling awkward in social situations. On the other hand, there's nothing that will roll back all your conversational sweats more snappily than scrolling through your phone during small talk. 7. Ask questions about motives the other person is interested in. Multiple Cora druggies indicated that one of the stylish ways to start an intriguing discussion is to find commodity the other person is agitated about. Show that you want to learn further about the content by asking a series of questions about it. Try picking the content that they're really interested in and start with a normal, shallow discussion. Also ask relatively probing question, indeed, if the subject is not that serious. For illustration, if they like celebrity news, ask them if they suppose that the celebrity culture is making people less happy with their lives. 8. Do not make it about you. A great way to sidestep small talk is to get authentically curious about the person you are drooling with. Now that you've learned that everyone has a story to partake, you can concentrate the discussion on hearing it. Small talk generally goes upwardly when you dominate the convo with chatter about yourself. But if you ask your companion genuine questions that will prompt them to keep talking, also, you will move on to a full-blown discussion. Too frequently when we are meeting someone new, we try to fill the dead moments with chatter about ourselves. Far better for you to hear first, talk second. Of course, someone has to start the discussion. But if you and your companion actually hear to each other and not worry about what to say next, effects will flow further naturally. So keep the discussion about them, pepper them with questions. Suppose their answers like a chance to hear a really good story, and move your small talk into a chance to make a new friend. 9. Exercise active hearkening. Active listening is a way of communication that involves purposely going into what another person is saying. Of course, all of us tune out from time to time, but if you pay attention to the speaker's words, you will produce much stronger connections. No doubt, the other person will surely notice how engaged you are. Then are a many simple way to help you become a more active listener during small talk at work or any other place. Try to make eye contact for about 60 of the time that you're hearkening to the other person. Either you can nod your head sometimes to show your interest. No way intrude or prepare your reply while your companion is speaking. Keep in mind that the last thing a person says may change the meaning of what they have formerly said. Do not offer unrequested advice, suggestions, or results, as you veer. Keep an open mind, as well as withhold your judgment and conceptions. Be patient while hearkening. Keep yourself completely present and relaxed. Ask questions during pauses to clarify what's said. Draw attention to verbal guests to find out the hidden meaning of the speaker's words. A tone of voice, an expression on the face, and other conduct can tell you further than words alone. Still, you have to become an active and compassionate listener. If you want to learn how to make small talk and be an expert at initiating and maintaining a discussion on any content, develop your active listening chops, and you'll ameliorate your conversational capability. So this is all for today's video. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so that you get notified as soon as we upload a video. Also, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in next one.